Okay, so let's go back to our discussion on the computer-based information system. And natapos na natin yung dalawa, which is yung TPS saka MIS. And in this topic, we will be discussing now yung upper or higher level of information system, which is the decision support system and executive information system. Before we discuss itong DSS at saka EIS, let us have a recap and of what we have tackled in the past meeting. As you can see from the image here, and makikita natin dito yung apat na types of information system, and also we could depict from the image. It illustrates how different types of information systems are utilized by different levels of management in an organization. So as you can see in the operational level, ito yung transaction processing system. Okay? So at the operational level, ito yung mga day-to-day transactions that are carried out. Okay? And itong system na to ay ginagamit ng mga common workers or most of the employees who are performing yung mga daily transactions. And then we have the second type of information system, which is yung MIS. Okay. Wherein ito ay ginagamit naman ng mga middle managers. Then we have the DSS, which is being used by senior managers or those who have tactical level roles. And then lastly, at the top, we have the executive information system na ginagamit naman ng mga executives who are concerned with long-term planning and decision-making for the entire organization. So itong EIS or ESS provide top-level management with comprehensive view of the organization's position, trend, and external environments. And with this various types of information system being used in each level of management, meron silang mga kaakibat na level of decisions. So we have here strategic decisions, tactical decisions, and operational decisions. So dyan nakadepende yung kung anong gagamitin nilang types of information system will support them in their decision making based on the level of decisions that this specific individuals, teams, or groups are going to use. So we can classify yung decisions in three categories based on their level of management or based on the level at which they occur. So we have here strategic decisions. So pag sinasabi nating strategic decisions, ang scope and impact ng mga decisions na to is yung entire organization in the long run. Because whatever decisions na makonsider na strategic can shape the company's direction and future. Tapos yung kanyang durations are long-term in nature and can affect the company for several years. So ibig sabihin yan, strategic decisions set the course of an organization. And then we have here the tactical decisions. So normally, itong mga tactical decisions are being done by various managers. Doon sa strategic kanina, ang mga typical decision makers dyan ay yung top management, yung mga senior executives, CEOs, mga board of directors. So dito naman sa tactical decisions, these are more specific than strategic decisions that are often a follow-up to strategic direction. So this decision supports strategic decisions. Although mayroon silang significant impact, but it is generally within a particular department or unit or group. Tapos ang duration nito are medium-term decisions. So, ang tactical managerial decisions are decisions about how things will get done. And this is typically being carried out by individuals na responsible sa mga planning, directing, overseeing the work of a certain work of a group of individuals or specific department. And then finally, we have here now the operational decisions. It refers to decisions that employees make each day to make the organization run. So ito yung mga decisions that are narrow in scope and affecting day-to-day operations. So meron silang immediate impact but are often reversible or modifiable. So normally ang duration ng mga operational decisions are short term because they are routine and often repetitive. So they are typically based on established guidelines, procedures, or data. So we have there an examples. So ang mga typical decision makers dito ay yung mga employees throughout the organization. So every individual in the company, regardless of rank, makes operational decisions related to their specific role or task. Okay, so again, nasabi natin kanina that different information systems are used at each level of the company structure to support the different decision types na discuss natin. Okay, another diagram before we discuss yung DSS at saka EIS because this will serve as foundation for us to better understand yung mga components ng mga system na yun, mga higher systems such as DSS and EIS. So from the diagram, nire-represent dito yung different levels of decision making within the organization along with the characteristic of the decisions at each level. Tapos meron ding mga examples of types of decisions typically made. So on the left side, we have here the three common decision characteristics. So we have here unstructured, semi-structured, and structured. So let's start with the structured dun sa pinakamababa. These are decisions, as you can see with those examples. These are decisions that are routine and repetitive where established procedures can be applied. So yan, yung type of decisions na nangyayari sa operational management and individual employees and teams. So this level is closest to the day-to-day operations of the organization. So decisions here are more routine and operational. So dito pumapasok ngayon yung system na TPS. And then we have here the example also of structured decisions inside the organization. Ito yung mga tasks that includes determining overtime, restocking inventory, offering credit to customers, and determining special offers. And then, yung semi-structured naman, these are decisions that are in between unstructured and structured. So, ibig sabihin yan, they involve some level of routine or set procedures, but also require some level of judgment or evaluation. And ito ay characteristic ng decisions na mostly ay result ng judgment evaluation ng mga middle management. So these managers cooperates below senior management and oversee the work of lower managers. So yung kanilang mga decisions are often tactical, relating to implementing the strategies set by the top management or yung mga leaders. And then we have here unstructured. decisions that are non-routine and require subjective judgment due to unpredictability and lack of clear procedures. Okay, so ito naman ang type of decisions na ginagawa ng mga senior management. So their decisions tends to be more strategic, impacting the entire organization and determining its overall direction. So makikita mo dun sa mga examples dun, such as deciding the entrance or exit from markets, approving capital budgets, and setting long-term goals. So, from this summary, in-illustrate dito yung hierarchy of decision-making in organizations, starting from strategic decisions made by the senior management down to operational decisions made by the lower managers and teams. And also yung mga decision characteristics show the nature of decisions at each level. Okay. So, mostly yung TPS, ginagamit yan sa mga structured decisions, yung MIS, DSS, at saka EIS. For example, yung MIS na fall dito sa semi-structured. And yung DSS at saka EIS would somehow fall on unstructured. Okay? So for a better understanding, let's proceed to the next slide, which is ito.
Okay, so tignan natin dito yung types of decisions, yung mas expound natin yung definitions and explanations ng structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Okay. So pag sinasabi natin, let's start with unstructured. Pag sinasabi natin unstructured, these decisions are complex and non-routine. They usually arise in situations where there are no predefined structures or procedures to follow because it's novel and other is unpredictability doon sa situations. So, making these decisions often involves a high degree of intuition, judgment, and evaluation. So, maybe an example dito sa management is, let's say for example, merong mga crises, when you're responding to public relations scandal or unexpected negative media attention. Ano po ba? Example dyan, yung mga mergers and acquisitions. When you are deciding to whether to merge with or acquire another company, especially in a new industry, considered yan as unstructured type of decisions because they are complex and non-routine. Another example, maybe you want to enter a new market. So when you're evaluating the potential of new country or demographic for your business expansion, pwedeng makonsider yan na unstructured type of decisions. Okay? Sa semi-structured naman, these decisions fall between structured and unstructured. So parang there might be some established procedures or criteria to consider, but there is also a need for judgment, interpretation, and some sort of evaluation. And some aspects of the decision may be routine, while others require more strategic thinking. Sample dyan is yung product pricing. While there might be guidelines based on the production costs and the final price, determining the final price might take into account competitor pricing also, yung perceived value nyo, and other market dynamics. Another, yung pag-hire nyo ng bagong empleyado doon sa bagong trabaho. Although mayroon na sigurong standard hiring process yung organization ninyo, but selecting a candidate for a newly created position might require evaluating which skills are most important. Okay, so those are possible examples of semi-structured. And then we have here the structured decisions. This routine are repetitive in nature, okay? At saka yung mga decisions, nakabase yan sa mga established procedures. So they are often clear-cut and involve little to no ambiguity. Example siguro natin dito is yung payroll processing. Diba? Ensuring employees are paid on time based on their set salaries or hourly rates is already, a routine and repetitive decision. So meron ding established procedure na pinapalo in processing the payroll. Another example of structured decision would be inventory reordering. Diba? If a stock for a particular product or item falls below a certain level, there is an automatic ordering para ma-replenish, okay, mapalitan yung stock na nagkukulang na. Okay, pwede rin siguro yung mga routine maintenance ng mga machines, ng mga equipment based on set time frame. Okay, pwede rin siguro yung processing returns. If a customer returns a product within a specified return window and meets all the return criteria, the return can be processed without higher level review. So, itong tatlong decisions na yan, and also yung mga paggamit ng mga information systems, makikita natin that as decisions move from structured to unstructured, they tend to become less routine, more complex, and require more judgment and evaluation. Okay? Let's try to sige, para mas maintindihan ninyo, i-compare natin ito sa personal life natin. Okay, teka, nag-move. Alright, so for example, ito. Yan. So the concept of structured, semi-structured, and structured decisions can also be applied to our personal life. Let's say, for example, doon sa, sige, start muna tayo sa structured decisions. Okay, so ito yung mga routine, repetitive decisions natin na ginagawa, na-establish because maybe through habits or we have certain rules or criteria na pinafollow natin. And outcomes of these decisions are predictable and usually there is little ambiguity involved. Let's say for example, sa buhay mo as a student, ano yung mga routine and repetitive decisions that you make? Number one, it could be attending regular classes, diba? Going to scheduled classes every day, submitting your assignments, adhering to the dress codes, attendance policies, and other other school rules. Okay? So, yun siguro yung mga possible na structured. Diba? So, bakit natin sila natatawag na structured? Because itong mga decision na yan, they occur regularly and follow a clear established procedure. Tapos, the parameters for making those decisions are well defined. And alam natin yung kanyang predictability, the outcomes of those decisions are typically known and expected. Okay. So, semi-structured naman, ito yung mga decisions na merong elements of routine but meron ding components ng judgment and evaluation. Okay. So let's say for example, ito yung pag-schedule mo ng mga classes mo, whether you're going to decide to take up a part-time job while also having your studies. Pwede rin siguro yung balancing yung or managing your study habits or study time. Okay. So, yeah, merong siyang element ng evaluation at saka judgment. At saka mayroon tayong tinatawag na personal preference. Okay, and then we have here naman yung unstructured. Mga possible siguro na sa buhay ng isang tao, yung personal life, na structured decisions are, let's say for example, deciding to move to another city or country for a new job opportunity, especially if it's a place they never lived in before. Pwede rin siguro na investing in real estate. So you are buying a home or property, especially if it's their if it's your first time or if you are venturing into real estate as an investment. Pwede rin siguro changing career path, transitioning from one field of work to entirely different one. So bakit kaya ito consider ng mga unstructured or unstructured decisions? Because number one, lack of precedent. Ibig sabihin yan, these decisions often arise in situations that are novel, unique. So wala kayong prior experience or established procedure na pwede niya maging basis. And it is also unstructured because of high complexity. So, ibig sabihin yan, they involve multiple variables, some of which may be unknown or unpredictable. And of course, there is a high level of subjectivity because of its novelty, of its complexity. So therefore, these decisions will rely heavily on personal judgment, intuition, and of course, qualitative evaluation. Okay? So I hope you were able to somehow, understand the differences between this type of decision. So we have here various examples and criteria. Okay. Kung kailan natin masasabi na ito ay structured, semi, and unstructured. So we have here examples, and then we have here the criteria. So the first hallmark of structured decisions is yung kanyang pagiging routine and repetitive nature. Tapos kapag merong ka ring clear procedure or set criteria for making the decision, masasabi natin na ito ay structured type of decision. So yan, katulad ng mga payroll, inventory reordering, routine maintenance checks, approving standard purchase orders, and processing returns. Next, semi-structured. Okay, ba't ka nag-advance? Semi-structured. So, as you can see in there, we have here the following criteria. Okay. Semi-structured decisions have some routine elements, but also require judgment due to partial ambiguity or the blending of standardized and novel elements. Let's say, for example, yung product pricing. So, although yung production cost can be calculated, determining the final price also involves market research, competitor analysis, and even the perceived value considerations. Yeah. So, there is this balancing act na sinasabi natin. Another dun sa hiring decisions, a candidate meet all the standard qualifications, but choosing between candidates might involve evaluating cultural fit, potential for growth, and other subjective measures. Okay? And then we have here naman yung pangatlo, unstructured decision. Yeah, unstructured decision. So these decisions lacks clear patterns, routine, or established procedures. So wala yung mga ganon. Kulang. And they often arise from unique situations and require a high degree of intuition and judgment. So makikita mo dito sa mga examples and our criteria. Let's say for example, yung crisis management. Every crisis is unique. Whether it's a scandal or a natural disaster, there's no one size fits all solution. So it requires different kind of strategies from different crises that the organization might experience. Yan, yung mga strategic alliances. Because if you are forming a new partnership, You are charting into, or you are venturing into uncharted territory for your business. So yung mga decisions mo would revolve around trust, potential for synergy, and future projections, which aren't always clear cut. Okay. Oh, yan. Yung entering a new market without historical data or precedence in a new market, decisions will be always based on market research, potential risks, and strategic alignment, all of which involve a lot of unknowns. Okay? So remember yung mga criteria natin, lack of precedence, high complexity, there is a high level of subjectivity, and hindi mo siya kayang i-fully automate yung pagdidesisyon dyan because it requires human expertise and judgment. Alright, so I hope clear tayo dito sa differences ng types or characteristics ng mga decision. And from these types of decisions, three types, meron pa tayong two kinds of decisions, could be program and non-program. Pero kung na to, no, pwedeng i-connect natin dito doon sa semi-structured, unstructured, at saka structured decisions. So, mga program decisions at saka non-program decisions, kasi ba't natin diniscuss itong mga to? Because yung decision support systems generally involve non-program decisions. So therefore, ibig sabihin yan, there will be no exact report, content, or format for these systems. Reports will be generated based on the needs, demands, and depending on the preferences now of the managers. So pagsasabi nating program decisions and non-program, they are closely aligned with the structured, semi-structured, and unstructured decisions. So program decisions, these are decisions that are routine and repetitive, for which established procedures or rules can be applied. So they are typically made in response to well-structured situations or problems. Okay? So program decisions align directly with structured decisions. And then we have here non-program decisions. These decisions are made in response to unique, novel, or ill-structured situations or problems. They involve a higher level of human judgment, intuition, and analysis. So walang pre-established formulas, rules, or procedures to follow. And this type of decisions correlates with semi-structured and unstructured decisions. Okay? So, bakit natin discuss ito? Because yung sinasabi ko nga yung DSS, Decision Support System, which is the topic of this discussion, and yung ating Executive Information System, they will deal mostly with non-program decisions. Okay? So, yun yung primary na sinusupport ng DSS. It supports non-program decisions. They do not have predetermined reports, content, or formats. Instead, they offer flexibility and customization to adapt to the unique needs of each decision. Okay? So, yung topic natin ngayon na DSS, itong DSS are valuable tools kasi for aiding managers in making non-program decisions by providing them information and analytical tools. So we have here, you can see in the diagram, so we have here senior management who are dealing with unstructured and semi-structured. So gumagamit sila ng mga EIS, DSS, and decision support system. Okay, so let us define now what is DSS. DSS, yan yung definition natin, leverages a combination of raw data, documents, personal knowledge, and even business models to help users make decisions. So, data sources of the DSS could include yung mga uh, data from the TPS, MIS, and other information system. But the purpose of this decision support system is to really produce detailed information, okay, reports by gathering and analyzing data na gagamitin ngayon ng mga managers for decision making. So it serves the management, the operations, and planning levels of an organization and helps to make decisions which may be rapidly changing and not easily specified in advance. Okay? So, yan, hindi lang siya nag-provide ng information but yung mga functionality niya would include data gathering because a DSS pulls data from variety of sources which could include databases, data warehouses, external data sources, or even manual input. And aside from that, a DSS is also designed to analyze data. So this can involve now statistical analysis, forecasting, optimization techniques, and scenario analysis. And yung pinagkaiba niya from other information systems, especially dun sa MIS, that DSS often provides an interactive interface that allows users to manipulate variables, generate scenarios, and view potential outcomes. So, DSS is really designed for decision-making support. It's about analyzing data to provide insights, forecasts, and scenarios to help users make informed decisions. Yun yung pinagkaiba niya sa TPS at saka MIS. So, yan, nagko-compile ng information. It also conducts analysis and modeling. And users can interact with DSS. So, pwede silang makapag-adjust ng parameters, posting what-if scenarios, and exploring different decision paths. Okay, so let me show you a simpler diagram for us to somehow understand or imagine what DSS can provide to organization. Okay, so a DSS again is a computerized tool designed to assist individuals and organizations in decision-making process. It aims to facilitate and enhance the quality of decisions by providing relevant information, models, or data analysis tools. Okay? Normally, merong na tayong types of DSS. Pag-usapan din natin yan later. It could be model-driven, data-driven, document-driven, knowledge-driven. Pag-usapan natin yan later. So, makikita mo to, computerized tool, the central component of your DSS. It is the actual software or platform that encompasses one or more of the aforementioned DSS types, which allows users to input data, run models, and retrieve also information, assisting individuals and organizations in decision making. So pwedeng individual level yan, a manager trying to decide, say for example, a business strategy, or dun sa organizational level where, for example, a company deciding on its next big project launch. So in essence, ang DSS ay isang versatile tool that can take various forms based on primary function. So whether you are modeling potential business outcomes, analyzing vast data sets, managing critical documents, or providing expert advice, the DSS is there to provide clarity and enhance decision-making process. Okay, so we have here a video. Ipanoorin natin. An example of a DSS, Decision Support System.
Imagine A nuclear incident anywhere in the world. Imagine, rather than leading to global disorder, the decision support system for nuclear emergencies affecting food and agriculture, better known as DSS for NAFA, springs to life. It sets up sampling plan, it navigates sampling in the field, collects data from field and laboratory, processes data, and visualizes decision support options. And this is how it does it. Immediately, it downloads and analyzes data on known radiation contamination rates, and within minutes gives decision makers a range of precautionary options for protecting food and agriculture. At the same time, it computes what additional data will be needed to inform decisions that will keep the population safe. It combines land use maps and crop calendars with sampling protocols for each type of crop and vegetation in potentially affected areas. And by using pre-established sampling grids, instantly creates detailed assignments to guide sample collection teams in the areas. The geolocation of its mobile app even registers sample positions and adjusts the grid if they are taken off position. And at the same time, sample collectors provide additional information directly from the field via their mobile. The samples are then analyzed in pre-selected laboratories that are also linked to DSS for NAFA. And the results of each sample are recorded directly into the system. DSS for NAFA now contains all the information it needs to generate visuals, easily comprehensible maps of the data superimposed over geographic and land use maps. Using innovative computer algorithms and geovisualization platforms, the information is shown without overcrowding the map, even ranking according to significance. Decision makers can even generate interactive queries, for example about the rate of contamination in space and time. The continuously evolving situation is visible at a glance on tablets or screens, and at scales from field level to national and international level. And with all of this, it requires minimal training to use it effectively. And while decision makers use this information to formulate up-to-the-minute guidance with regard to agricultural production or food consumption restrictions based on national regulations, political specificities and actual data, DSS for NAFA is already providing support on subsequent sampling assignments and continues the data acquisition process so that authorities are always presented with the latest and most up-to-date decision support. Imagine DSF for NAFA doesn't exist. Imagine it does.
Okay. So, from the video, makikita natin yung paggamit nila ng decision support system for nuclear incidents affecting food and agriculture. So, it's a DSS for NAFA, which is ang goal ng DSS na is to provide decision makers with timely, accurate, and actionable information in the event of a nuclear incident that might affect food and agriculture. It ensures that the potential impact on food safety, agriculture production, and the environment is minimized and managed effectively. So for managers and decision makers, DSS for NAPA offers yung mga following benefits ng DSS, which is number 1, yung rapid response, informed decision making by providing a range of precautionary options based on real-time data. It helps decision makers formulate strategies to protect food and agriculture. Meron ding data visualization doon. Diba yung system nakapag-generate easily ng comprehensible maps, superimposed over geographic and land use maps, allowing managers to quickly grasp the situation and its implications. So meron ding mga interactive queries, guidance formulation, continuous monitoring. So in essence, pag titignan mo itong DSS for NAPA, it empowers managers and decision makers with the tools and information they need to respond effectively to nuclear incidents that might impact food and agriculture. It ensures that they can make informed decisions to safeguard public health, food safety, and agriculture sector. So makikita mo yung mga components ng DSS, okay, yung data acquisition and analysis, integration with geographic information, sampling grids and assignments, real-time data collection, laboratory analysis integration, especially yung data visualization, diba? So from that, nagagamit ngayon yan ng mga decision makers to provide real-time guidance on agriculture production or food consumption restrictions based on national regulations, political specificities, and actual data. Okay, so yan yung sample ng DSS. Then we have here now the difference of MIS and DSS. So, pag sasabi natin MIS kasi, ang purpose dyan is designed to provide managers with routine and structured reports based on regular, periodic, or predictable inputs. So, ang main goal ng MIS is to support and streamline the daily operations and management functions of an organization. Pero ang DSS, na-design yan specifically to assist decision makers in making complex, non-routine decisions. So it aids in problem solving and decision-making process by providing tools for modeling, analysis, and what-if scenarios. And in terms of data processing, MIS process data in structured and routine manner. So it deals with historical data, to produce regular reports, summaries, and charts that track organizational performance. Pero ang DSS typically handles both structured and structured data. So it can analyze and process data in flexible, dynamic ways, allowing for ad hoc queries, simulations, and forecasts. And in terms of user interaction, MIS offers limited user interaction, and because users typically retrieve only predefined reports and might have some capability to customize these reports based on certain parameters. But the DSS, it's highly interactive, allowing users to manipulate data, adjust variables, and explore different scenarios. So it's designed to be adaptable to the unique and changing needs of individual decision makers. And in terms of flexibility, MIS, it is generally more rigid and standardized in its functionality because it's built to handle routine tasks and produce consistent outputs. Habang yung DSS naman, it's more flexible, it's more adaptable because it is designed to accommodate a wide range of decision-making needs and can be tailored to specific problems or situations. Then lastly, on the decision-making level, ang MIS primarily supports middle management. It provides the information needed to monitor and control organizational processes and ensure that they are functioning efficiently. While DSS, on the other hand, ang aim nito, ang sinaserve talaga nito is yung mga higher level management and decision makers to deal with more complex and strategic decisions. It offers tools and models to help people with alternatives and predict outcomes. While both MIS and DSS are integral parts of an organization's information systems infrastructure, MIS is more about providing routine, structured information for operational efficiency, whereas DSS focus on aiding complex decision-making process. Okay, so I hope it's clear. So these are now the typical information that is being gathered by our DSS. So our DSS gathers a wide range of information to facilitate and improve decision-making process. So the following are examples. So, various industries and scenarios to. So, business and retail, ito yung mga kinukuha ng mga data. We will not be discussing this individually. I'm just going to show you na lang itong mga examples of information being gathered by DSS to produce valuable information na pwedeng gamitin ng mga managers to help them in their decision making. Sa healthcare, sa agriculture, right? Sa finance, real estate. Anyway, you have a copy of this presentation. So just go over with this types of information gathered by DSS. Alright, pwede rin yan sa transportation and logistics, energy, pwede, ayan, ginagamit din sa retail, sa finance, transportation, and even in the hospitality industries. So, yan, ginagamit yan to optimize room rates, analyze customer preferences, forecast occupancy or reservation trends para ma-ensure yung efficient operations and improve customer satisfaction. Other applications could be on agriculture, in medicine, weather forecasting, real estate, and of course, in education. Alright. Meron pa ba? Meron ba sa environment, manufacturing, and also pwedeng gamitin yan sa public safety. You can see, pwedeng gamitin yan ng law enforcement and for emergency responses to predict crime patterns, manage resource allocation during emergencies, and monitor public safety threats. Katulad ng pinakita ko kanina sa inyo na video clip. Diba? Alright. So other examples of DSS applications and organizations who are using that one. Yan. So, yan. Kindly read this one. Okay. Next tayo. Ito. Application ng DSS Human Resource Management because you are HR student. So, human resource professionals can use DSS in various aspects of their roles to enhance decision-making process, improve yung efficiency nila dun sa trabaho nila, and support strategic planning. Number one, pwede yan sa recruitment and selection. Okay? So, pwedeng gamitin yan to analyze vast amounts of resumes and applications to shortlist candidates based on specified criteria. So, na-speed up yung recruitment process. And from that, you can now also predict the suitability of a candidate for a role based on historical hiring data and performance evaluations. Okay. And other examples could be applied in training, compensation and benefits, performance appraisal, and even retention strategies. You can also use this for succession planning, workforce analytics. Okay. So, yeah, let's say for example sa workforce analytics, pwedeng mong gamitin yung DSS mo to provide insights into your workforce demographics, skill sets, and distribution. So, makakatulong yan for your strategic workforce planning to make informed decisions about hiring, training, or reskilling, and other areas in human resource management. So, kindly read on this one. Okay, just like what I mentioned a while back, there are various types of decision support system. So we have the communication-driven, model-driven, data-driven, document-driven, and knowledge-driven DSS. Okay? And here's a table for what it does and how it works. Pag sinasabi nating data-driven DSS, it helps companies save, manage, and analyze combination of data. It's both internal to the company and external to the company. Okay. So makikita natin dito, pag data-driven, it relies heavily on large volumes of data and uses data analytics techniques to derive insights. So ang primary goal nito is to extract patterns and trends for the data to inform decisions. Let's say, for example, sa HR, HR can use data-driven DSS to analyze employee performance metrics over time to identify top performers or to determine if there are consistent patterns in employee absences. Etong model-driven DSS naman, these systems are less data-intensive and more on algorithmic because they use mathematical models and simulations to evaluate different scenarios. And ba't nila ginagawa yan? To predict outcomes based on varying inputs. Okay. Example sa HR, pwede lang gamitin itong model-driven DSS to forecast the impact of various compensation packages on employee retention and recruitment. Communication-driven, on the other hand, these types of DSS emphasizes collaboration because it integrates communication tools to enable group decision-making, often in real time and across different locations. Let's say, for example, in HR teams spread across multiple locations can use communication-driven DSS to coordinate recruitment drives or standardized training sessions. Knowledge-driven, also known as, minsan tinatawag kasi ito na expert systems. So these DSS have knowledge base that they refer to when referring to solutions. And the knowledge base is continuously updated to ensure its relevance. Let's say, ang pinakamaganda siguro example dito is yung paggamit ng customer service department ng AI chatbot that provides insight answers to customer queries by referencing a vast knowledge base. Sa HR, pwede rin siguro yung onboarding system that guides new employee through company procedures, providing answers based on the database of a commonly asked questions from previous batches of new hires. Then lastly, number 5, document-driven. These systems help users locate and retrieve documents. They can search through vast amounts of textual data to find specific information. So siguro sa HR, an example dito is yung HR staff using a document-driven system to search through the years of employee records, looking for specific training certifications or past performance review. So, in summary, the type of DSS that an organization chooses to implement is contingent upon its specific needs. While all of these DSS types aims to, provide or aid in decision making, yung method and approach pwedeng magkakaiba na siya based on data, models, communication knowledge, or document-based yung gusto na kunin na information ng isang manager. Okay, meron din, doon sa model-driven, meron din tayong mga 4 types of model-driven DSS. Okay? So, these are various software tools na pwedeng gamitin doon sa model-driven DSS. So, we have financial. So, focus on providing insights related to financial matters. So, it can offer data on cash flow, internal rates of return, other types of investment. So, ito, tumutulong siya sa mga decision makers to evaluate financial performance and predict future financial outcomes. So, software such as Excel, ito yung mga ginagamit, because yung Excel, it allows users to build financial models, conduct sensitivity analysis, and forecast financial scenarios. Okay, meron din tayong statistical models. So this model offers summary statistics, trend projections, hypothesis testing, and other statistical analysis. So this is useful when there's a need to analyze data patterns, correlations, or when conducting research that requires rigorous statistical evaluation. So ang mga software na ginagamit dyan are SPSS, RapidMiner, RStudio. So merong mga wide range of statistical functions na pwedeng gamitin yan to analyze and interpret data effectively. Graphical model naman assist decision makers by visualizing data and information. They help in designing, developing, and using graphical displays of data, making complex information more digestible and easier to understand. Okay, so yung paggamit ng Excel, PowerPoint, yung mga paggawa nyo ng mga bar charts, pie charts, scatter plots, etc. Okay. Then lastly, we have the project management model. So this is geared toward managing large projects. It helps identify and coordinate critical activities and tasks that might pose risk to the project if not completed in a timely and cost-effective manner. So tumutulong yan in planning, executing, monitoring, and closing projects. So marami yung pwedeng mga software na pwedeng gamitin dyan, yung Microsoft Projects, POMQM for Windows, and etc. So from these four models, pwedeng gamitin yan ng mga decision makers by offering data-driven insights in various formats. And yung pagpili ng model software will depend on the specific requirements and the nature of decisions to be made by those managers. Okay, and then we have here now the component of DSS, which is Group Decision Support System or GDSS. GDSS. So, kanina, describe natin dun sa diagram, that yung DSS kasi, nakafocus ito sa focus primarily on individual decision making. However, there is so much work to be done in the organization and much of the thing na gusto natin i-accomplish are being done in groups. So, meron tayong special category of systems called GDSS, Group Decision Support System, na na-develop to support group and organizational decision making. So, ano ba to? Ano bang definition yan? Simple lang, kanina, dinefine natin yung DSS. Still, it's a computer-based system, pero ito nga ay ginagamit na ng mga decision makers who are working together as a group. So, ang target nito is on supporting groups in analyzing problem situations and in performing group decision making tasks. So, GDSS includes tools now for brainstorming, ranking ideas, voting, and group discussions. Okay. So probably the difference between GDSS and DSS is that GDSS is focused on group collaboration and decision making. Yung DSS, it is often oriented towards individual decision making. Ang GDSS designed to be used by groups, teams, or committees. Ang DSS for individual managers or decision makers. Diba? Ang GDSS, ang kanyang mga tools and features includes tools for communication, collaboration, and consensus building, while DSS emphasize data access, analytical models, and customizable interfaces. Although both of them aims to assist in decision-making process, but GDSS focuses on collaborative decision involving multiple participants, whereas DSS is more geared towards assisting individual decision makers by providing them with relevant data and analytical tools. So we have here now the examples of GDSS software tools. Meron tayong electronic questionnaires, electronic brainstorming, idea organizers, and the rest. Kindly read on the following softwares. Aside from the softwares, there are also alternatives na pwedeng gamitin ng organization, okay, to come up with organizational decision. Okay. So we have here four. You could use local area decision network, wide area decision network, decision room, or teleconferencing. Let's start with decision uh, room. Okay, so it's a small group in a face-to-face meeting. Face-to-face meeting supports small group. As you can see in the diagram, okay, so etong decision room, ito yung position niya, makikita mo, there is low decision on frequency but close location of group members. Okay? So, etong decision room is a specific physical space where group members convene occasionally for focused decision-making session. So, it must be equipped with the necessary technology and tools to facilitate the process. An example siguro is a board of directors meeting quarterly in a conference room equipped with interactive boards and data visualization. Okay. Next is the teleconferencing. Yan. The act of meeting via telephone. Okay. Ngayon, pwede nang gumamit tayo ng mga video communication. Dati-dati wala kasi ganun. No? Kaya telephone ang nakalagay dyan. So makikita mo rin dito na ang teleconferencing is meron siyang low decision frequency. Low decision frequency. And also there is a distant location of group members. So this is used when groups are geographically distant and don't need to make decisions frequently. Members communicate via video or phone calls. So, example siguro dito is annual strategy discussions between company executives located in different countries. Next is yung local area decision network. Ito naman ang characteristic niya is there is high decision frequency and there is close location of group members because this involves decision-making system that function within a local area like a specific building or campus. And these systems are designed for groups that make decisions frequently and those who are located relatively close to one another. Example siguro nito is a team within the same building collaborating on a daily project using shared network. And then lastly, we have here the wide area decision network. So there is high decision frequency and also there is a distant location of group members. So etong system na to caters to groups that are geographically dispersed but needs to make decision frequently. It utilizes the internet or other wide area networks to connect participants. So let's say, for example, a multinational company with teams across continents will collaborate on a project using yung mga cloud-based tools through the use of video conferencing, internet, and whatever wide area decision network that they're going to employ. So those are the examples or alternatives of GDSS. Okay, so in this video, we will be discussing naman itong Executive Information System. Okay, so itong Executive Information System, di ba, you can still recall the pyramid, ito yung pinakamataas na level or type of information system. So, itong EIS or sometimes tinatawag din siyang Executive Support System help managers with unstructured and semi-structured problems by focusing on the information needs of senior management. So it combines data from internal and external sources. So generally, itong ESS creates a generalized computing and communications environment that can be focused and applied to changing array of problems. So it helps senior executives monitor organizational performance, track activities of competitors, spot problems, identify opportunities, and forecast trends. So by definition, ito ang ESS or EIS. Okay. It's a computer-based information system designed to provide senior managers with easy access to information they consider relevant to their job. So an EIS can support both operational and strategic activities such as viewing market movements, analyzing sales forecasts, setting policies, planning, and preparing budgets. And the main objective of this system is to gather, analyze, and integrate both internal and external data into a dynamic profiles of key performance indicators that are critical to organizational success. Okay? And also, ito na yung mga definitions natin na sinabi ko kanina. Right? And of course, yung ating EIS, makikita natin dito yung examples of kasi itong EIS tinatawag natin siyang Intelligent Information Executive Information System. Okay? So, it's like what I've said kanina, an EIS is somehow a specialized decision support system primarily used by senior management to aid in strategic decision making. So, oftenly, kaya nga tinatawag siyang intelligent information and sometimes tinatawag na ito na business intelligence system or BI system. Okay? Because kumukuha ka ng mga data from various sources and data and information from various sources such as number one, external database. So these databases provide a vast array of data from various industries, trends, and economic indicators. They are a primary source of external intelligence that can influence strategic decision making. Number two, the EIS also get intelligent information from technology reports like patent records. So keeping tabs on emerging technologies as well as patent filings can give an organization insight into future technological trends and potential competitor strategies. Okay. Another is yung technical reports from consultants. These reports are typically specialized insights provided by industry experts or consultants that offer detailed analysis and recommendations. Number four, market reports. This is an integral component for an executive because these reports shed light on market trends, market segmentations, forecasts, and customer behaviors. The EIS can also gather data from confidential information about competitors. This could include insights into competitors' strategies, operations, and potential moves. So, crucial to for strategic positioning and competitive advantage. Number six, speculative information like market conditions. So this might involve predictions or forecasts about potential future market conditions based on current data and trends. Okay, the EIS also gather information sa mga government policies, regulations, and legal landscapes can significantly affect kasi yung ating mga business operations, di ba? So staying updated with these changes is essential for businesses to align their strategies accordingly. Okay? Then, of course, financial reports and information, napaka-critical to for an executive because these reports offer insights into financial health, profitability, and operational efficiency of a company or its competitors. Okay? So, let's proceed naman sa features of executive information system. Number one, user-friendly interface. So the EIS systems typically have a graphical user interface that is easy to use, allowing executives to navigate and retrieve information without needing extensive technical knowledge. Okay? And of course, there must be data consolidation. EIS can pull data from various sources within an organization, such as sales, inventory, human resources, and other units, and present it in a summarized and consolidated manner. Number three, there must be a real-time access also. So many EIS tools offers real-time data access, ensuring that executives have the most up-to-date information when making decisions. Number four, trend analysis. So an EIS often includes tools for spotting trends in data over time, which can be crucial for strategic planning. Number five, there must be a drill down capability also. No? While EIS provides summarized data, it also allows users to drill down to more detailed data when needed. Number six, customization. Executives can often customize the EIS dashboards to display the specific metrics and data that are relevant to their role or current objectives. Okay, number seven, there must also be external data integration. So apart from this internal data, the EIS can also integrate external data such as market trends, economic indicators, or competitor data to provide a holistic view of business environments. Okay. Those are the key features of EIS. Now, to give you a better understanding of EIS, I have here an example of an executive information system.
Hello there. All leaders make their decisions based on the information provided by their team. When leaders receive the reports created by their team with great effort and time, they often encounter unexpected information that was not foreseen, and it becomes harder to compensate for losses and missed opportunities. You can prevent the adverse effects of potential losses of decisions taken based on lack of information and missed opportunities with IPS 360 ESS, the flexible business intelligence software for strategic management. IPS 360 ESS, which provides flexibility as much as imagination for strategic management with business intelligence, collects raw data from all business processes, converts data into meaningful information, and distributes them to strategic layers in real time. Thus, all employees monitor the performance of their work centers in real time, and the management layers remain the only support they need for their teams. This increases performance and reduces costs with effective and quick decisions. With allocation of time and effort on remedial activities rather than data analysis, all objectives are achieved. Thereby, process focus, ownership, productivity, and profitability are increased throughout the organization. While the IPS 360 ESS provides agility in decision making based on real time meaningful information, it also provides saving on time and cost, improvement in financial performance with increased efficiency, improvement in organizational communication, encouragement towards learning and performance development, and eventually, competitive advantages with strong process focus and efficiency. As a result, success is shared within an organization where everyone is focused on improving processes. Thus, efficiency and internal communication are improved. Profitability and competitiveness are increased. Agile decisions for strategic management. IPS 360 ESS, the flexible business intelligence software for strategic management. www.vinoplus.com. Vinoplus, innovation and process technologies.
Okay. So that video ng IPS, okay, is an example of EIS. Diba? So the IPS 360 ESS is labeled as a business intelligence software for strategic management, which is can be considered as primary function of an EIS. Okay? Kasi nakakapag-support sa strategic decision making. Number two, meron din siyang real-time data access. One of the hallmark of EIS is providing executives with real-time data. So the IPS 360 ESS collects and distributes data to strategic layers in real time, allowing for immediate insights and decision making. Number three, meron ding data conversion dyan. So EIS systems are known for taking raw data and converting it to meaningful, actionable information. And looking at the video, it mentions that the software collects raw data from all business processes, converts data into a meaningful information, which mirrors EIS functionality. Another na nakita natin sa video is yung performance monitoring. The software allows all employees to monitor the performance of their work centers in real time. So, di ba, dun sa EIS typically provides top executives with comprehensive view of organizational performance, often in real time. And then number 5, yung system nila nakakatulong for or to enhance decision making. So yung EIS tapos yung IPS 360 video aim to enhance decision making by providing managers with relevant and timely information. So yung software, emphasize niya yung agile decisions for strategic management, which is a core benefit of EIS. Another siguro, yung user-friendly interface, di ba? Although hindi sinabi doon explicitly, but the emphasis on real-time data access, strategic insights, and the mention of flexible business intelligence software suggests na meron silang user-friendly interface, which is a characteristic of EIS. Okay? And of course, yung sinabi nila ng mga organizational benefits, such as improved financial performance, enhanced organizational communication, and competitive advantage. So lahat ng yan, these benefits aligned with the typical advantages provided by an EIS. So therefore, masasabi natin na yung IPS 360 closely mirror yung EIS because it is designed to provide executives and strategic management with the tools and information they need to make informed, timely decisions, which is the primary purpose of EIS. Okay? Right. Okay, proceed tayo next. Ano okay. Okay, let's proceed now to business intelligence. So business intelligence is a subset of EIS. Okay? Pag sabi natin business intelligence, it's a set of tools, technologies, and processes that helps businesses collect data, analyze this data, and turn it into meaningful information that can be used to make better decisions. Yan. Yung mga definitions natin ng business intelligence. Okay. It's a sophisticated data collection technology and analysis to bring every last drop of value from all your business processes. So the purpose of this business intelligence is really to convert raw data into meaningful insights, thereby enabling better decision making and enhancing business processes. So by gathering, processing, analyzing data from your various sources, business intelligence tools provide comprehensive view of an organization's operations, market conditions, and other relevant data. So, yung pinaka main objective naman talaga is to make informed decision making. Okay? Para ma-provide yung mga decision makers with accurate, up-to-date information, ensuring that decisions are data-driven and well-informed. Okay? So, yan, yung main purpose ngayon ng ating business intelligence, ano? It is really revolving around harnessing the power of data to drive business success. By how? By providing a clear picture of the past and the present and offering insights into potential future scenarios. So, business intelligence empowers businesses to operate more effectively, responding to challenges proactively and seize opportunities decisively. Okay, we have here the video. Panoorin natin to from Hitachi Solutions. Okay? So, from the video, na-explain dyan kung ano yung business intelligence. So, it's about delivering relevant and reliable information to the right people at the right time to achieve better decision faster. So, ang purpose is to collect unstructured data, convert it into information, and present it to improve business decisions. So, it takes a vast amount of data generated by businesses and present it in a meaningful, actionable way. So, makikita rin natin doon sa video yung complexity ng BI. Okay? Kasi gumagamit siya ng mga performance management, analytics, predictive modeling, data and text mining, and a lot. So, meron ding analogy dyan na ginamit, yung grocery store, diba? BI organizes business data, making it accessible and easy to navigate without relying on others. So from the video, we can conclude that business intelligence refers to tools, techniques that collects, organize, and present data in a useful and understandable manner. So if an organization seeks efficient access to accurate and actionable information on demand, BI is a very valuable tool. Okay, so we have here now specific reasons why importante na mag-invest ang mga organizations in business intelligence. Number one, markets. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, para magkaroon ka ng, because of strong competition, kailangan meron kang strong na business intelligence para makapag-compete ka, okay, sa mga other brands who are operating in the same industry. And yan, expanding global market with the age of global communication and shipping, businesses can now cater to customers from any part of the world. Yan, yan yung mga blooming electronic markets on the internet, opportunities for outsourcing with IT support, and the need for real-time on-demand transaction because consumers today expect immediate responses and services, pushing businesses to offer real-time solutions. So, yan, kung meron kang business intelligence, you would be able to cope up with these market factors. Okay, the same is true with consumer demands. Since modern customers want products tailored to their preferences rather than generic one-size-fits-all solutions, by using BI, you can customize the services, okay, the product that you're offering to your stakeholders or customers. And desire for quality, ano pa ba? Tapos na, no? Yung mga customers getting more powerful and less loyal. So therefore, you need to constantly determine yung kanilang mga preferences. Okay? So investing in business intelligence will help companies understand and adapt to these various market dynamics and consumer demands. And BI tools can provide insights into customer behavior, market trends, and operational efficiencies, allowing businesses to make informed strategic decisions. Okay? Technological factors and also societal factors, pwede mong gamitin ngayon itong business intelligence to adapt with these various technological and societal factors. So pag naintindihan mo kasi itong mga technological and societal factors and incorporating them in your business strategies, companies can leverage yung business intelligence tools to make informed decisions. So these decisions are not only catered to the current market dynamics but also to ensure that the company's resilience and growth in the ever-evolving business landscape. Okay? And what's next is itong business analytics. Business analytics. So it is often considered as subset of business intelligence. Although sometimes these two terms are sometimes used interchangeably, they have distinct focuses and functionalities. Okay? Ano ba ang definition ng business analytics? Refers to the skills, technologies, practices, and continuous iterative exploration and investigation of the past businesses' performance to gain insight and drive business planning. So it makes extensive use of data, statistical and quantitative analysis, explanatory and predictive modeling, and fact-based management to drive decision making. So, ang business analytics emphasizes statistical analysis, data mining, predictive modeling, and multivariate testing. So it's more about understanding why things happened and predicting future outcomes and recommending actions. Compared doon sa business intelligence, ang focus niya is collection, integration, analysis, and presentation of business information. Ang kanyang main goal is to facilitate better decision making based on past and current data. Sa business analytics, ang mga ginagamit niya ng mga tools naman is advanced statistical methods, predictive analytics, and machine learning algorithms. Sa business intelligence, focus on yung mga tools na ginagamit is data warehousing, data visualization, dashboarding, and reporting. At saka yung business intelligence, it helps organization understand what has happened and what is currently happening in their business through descriptive analytics. So it provides historical view and real-time insight. But for business analytics, it is more on forward-looking. It helps organizations predict future events and prescribe actions to achieve desired outcomes. So, in summary, while yung business intelligence will help businesses make informed decisions by looking at the historical and current data, business analytics delves deeper into data to provide insights into why certain events occurred and what might happen in the future or in the future. So, but despite these differences, business analytics and business intelligence often work hand in hand, with business analytics building upon the foundation laid by the business intelligence to offer more in-depth insights and actionable recommendations. There's this difference between analysis and analytics. So, simple lang naman ang pagkakaiba niyan. Ang analysis refers to the process of examining something in detail, no, to understand its nature and to determine its essential features. And it is a method of or process of breaking a complex topic or substance into smaller parts to gain a better understanding of it. While analytics refers to the systematic computational analysis of data or statistics. It involves the application of statistical, mathematical, and computational techniques to data in order to derive insights or predict future trends. So, basically, ang focus ng analysis is on understanding the present state of the object, system, or data being examined. Ang analytics naman, although you are going to understand the present state, it places strong emphasis on predicting future outcomes or trends based on data. Although both of them involve dissecting and understanding data or information, diba? Analysis is more about understanding the what and why of the situation, while analytics is about using that understanding to predict what might happen in the future or to inform strategic decisions. And then we have here scope of business analytics. We have here four types rather, four types of business analytics. As you can see in the image, it illustrates, the different types of analytics. Okay, so we have there descriptive analytics. We have their diagnostic analytics. We have their predictive analytics. And we have also their prescriptive analytics. And makikita mo rin dito yung arrow, okay, na value at saka yung sa difficulty. No? Habang nag-i-increase, napapataas, okay, it also increases the levels of value and the complexity. Okay. Okay, it moves towards hindsight, to insight, to foresight. And makikita rin natin dito yung movement ng information to optimization. Okay. So let's start with the descriptive analytics. So this type of analytics answers the question, what happened? It's about understanding past events and analyzing historical data to identify patterns and trends. So on the other hand, we have here naman yung diagnostic analytics, dives in deeper into data to understand the cause of the past events. It answers the questions, why did it happen? Then we have here predictive analytics, anticipates future trends and outcomes by analyzing current and historical data. It answers the question, what will happen? And then lastly, we have here the prescriptive analytics that suggests various course of actions to handle potential future scenarios. It answers the question, how can we make it happen? So as you can see in the diagram, as we move from descriptive to prescriptive analytics, the level of complexity increases and also the potential value it can bring to an organization. So the objective of business analytics is not just to understand and predict, but to optimize operations and make informed data-driven decisions. Okay, so pag-usapan natin ito individually. Right. We have here now descriptive analytics. This is the initial phase of analytics that examines past data to understand what has happened in a business or organization. It focuses on summarizing historical data to provide insights into past events and performance. So makikita mo yung mga characteristics dyan. It uses historical data. Descriptive analytics relies on historical data, often collected over specified or specific period to analyze and understand past events and trends. It also offers a snapshot or overview of what has occurred in the past. This involves summarizing data to identify patterns, trends, and key metrics from your historical data sets. And to make the information more accessible and interpretable, descriptive analytics often employs data visualization techniques such as charts, graphs, and tables to present the data in a visually appealing and understandable format. And the main purpose of descriptive analytics is to provide a clear understanding of the past business performance, and it aims to answer questions like what happened and what were the key trends and metrics in the past. Okay, so that etong descriptive analytics, ang kanyang primary goal is to accurately represent historical data in a way that can be easily understood and interpreted by stakeholders, including decision makers, analysts, and business leaders. Okay. So, etong descriptive analytics serves really as the foundation for more advanced forms of analytics. Okay, so again, it helps organizations gain insights into their historical performance, identify areas for improvement, and make data-driven decisions based on understanding of past events and trends. So, etong descriptive analytics is a fundamental component of data analysis and reporting in various industries and sectors. So, basically, ang mga tanong dito sa descriptive analytics can be what were our total sales last quarter, how many website visitors we have last month, how many units of our new product were sold in the first week after launch, which department had the highest employee turnover rate last year, how many customer complaints were received in the past 6 months. Sa human resource department siguro, yung mga questions could include how many employees were hired last year, what was the average employee satisfaction score in the last employee survey, how many training hours were conducted for employees in the past quarter, what percentage of employees utilized their full annual leave, which department had the highest recruitment last month. Okay? So basically, you're answering the question, what happened in the past? So under the descriptive analytics, there are various tools na pwede nating gawin dyan. Could be data queries. Okay. Ano ba itong data query na to? Data query is a request to retrieve specific data from a database. It's a method used to filter and extract specific information based on criteria set by the user. Okay. Then we have descriptive statistics. Ito yung mga pag-provide ng mga summary of the main aspects of your data such as mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, because they offer a snapshot of the data's main characteristics. Sample dyan is yung teacher might calculate the average grade of a class to determine overall performance or the highest and lowest range scores to understand the variability of student performance. Yan, gumagamit rin ng data visualization. Yan yung paggamit ng mga graphical representations such as charts, graphs, plots to visualize data patterns, trends, and distributions. And visualization helps in making the data more understandable and accessible. So, possible siguro na yung marketing team analyzing website traffic might use line chart to visualize the number of daily visitors over a month, helping them spot days with unusual high or low traffic. And of course, pwede rin gumamit dito ng mga data dashboards. So dashboards are visual tools that aggregate and display information from various data sources. Okay. Providing yung meron kang at a glance, a view of the metrics and key performance indicators. So they are interactive, allowing users to drill down into specific details. So in essence, descriptive analytics is about understanding the past and presenting data in a manner that is comprehensible and actionable. So by using the tools and techniques stated here in descriptive analytics, businesses can gain insights into their past performance and make informed decisions for the future. The next is the Diagnostics analytics. Diagnostic analytics. So, ang sinasagot naman dito is, why did it happen? Pasensya na dito. Napalitan. Why did it happen? Okay. So, diagnostic analytics seeks to determine why something happened by examining cause-effect relationship. So it looks into historical data to understand the reasons and underlying factors that lead to specific outcomes or events. So diagnostic analytics primarily looks at historical data and past performance to establish cause and effect relationships. It aims to uncover the factors that contributed to a certain outcomes. And unlike descriptive analytics, which provides high-level overview of historical data, diagnostic analytic involves a deeper and a more detailed analysis of specific data sets. So this is an in-depth examination which is necessary to identify the root causes of observed outcomes. Therefore, ang main purpose talaga ng diagnostic analytics is to understand the root causes and reasons behind past business outcomes. Okay? So, it seeks to answer the questions like why did this happen or what factors influence this result. Okay? So, by answering that question, it provides clarity on past business behaviors and helps organizations gain insights into the relationship between various variables and events. So, diagnostic analytics is valuable for businesses and organizations seeking to improve their decision-making process and learn from the past experiences. So by uncovering the reasons behind historical outcomes, organizations can make informed adjustments, mitigate risks, and make strategic decisions aimed at achieving better future results. And it also plays a crucial role in root cause analysis and problem solving within various industries. So possible questions that you might include here is yung ano ba tayo next slide? Yan, yung paggamit ng word na why. Okay. Why did our sales drop last December? What factors contributed? Why is one product? Why did more employees? What causes the sudden increase, etc., etc. Sa HR siguro, pwede rin yung why did we see a spike in resignations after the last company-wide meeting? What factors contributed to a particular team's high performance rating? Why did the new training program receive lower feedback scores compared to the previous one? So on and so forth. Okay? So, yung mga yan. And then, merong mga tools na pwedeng gamitin dyan. Yung mga statistical analysis tools, root cause analysis tools, yung technique such as the 5 whys or yung fishbone diagram. Or pwede rin yung mga correlation analysis. Okay, to identify if there are any statistical significant relationship between variables. Okay? So lahat ng mga tools na yan aim to dig deeper into the data beyond just describing it, but to understand the reasons behind certain trends or patterns. Okay? Next is the predictive analytics. Okay? Ito naman, ang analytics na to, ginagamit yan. It employs statistical models and forecasting techniques to identify future trends and events based on historical data. It involves using data-driven methods to make informed predictions about what is likely to happen in the future. Okay? So, ang predictive analytics relies on a variety of statistical algorithms and machine learning techniques to analyze historical data, also to discover patterns and generate forecasts. So, this technique helps in identifying relationships and trends within the data. Tapos, ang primary focus ng predictive analytics is to determine probable future outcomes or events. So, it doesn't provide certainties but rather probabilities based on historical data and patterns. And lastly, it relies heavily on the quality and relevance of historical data. So if we wanted our predictive analytics to be accurate, it depends on the quality, quantity, and relevance of our historical data. So high quality data enhances the reliability of predictions. Pero pag mga incomplete yan, irrelevant, it can lead to less accurate forecasts. Okay, so ang purpose talaga ng predictive analytics, okay, is to predict what is likely to happen in the future based on known data. And ultimately, ang goal ng predictive analytics is to provide businesses and organizations with forecasts that can help them prepare for potential future scenarios. So, yung mga forecast na yan will enable decision makers to anticipate and plan upcoming events, allocate resources efficiently, and make informed decisions. Okay? So, common questions na pwedeng masagot sa predictive analytics are the following. Ito yung mga example. What will our sales look like in the next quarter based on current trends? How many users are we projected to have by the end of the year? Okay. Sa human resource management siguro, yung mga questions based on current patterns, how many employees are we likely to hire next year? Yan, pwede yan. What will our employee turnover rate be in the next quarter? Mga ganon. Which departments are most likely to need additional staffing in the upcoming project phase? Ganyan. Pwede rin siguro yung given the current feedback trends, how is employee satisfaction likely to shift in the next 6 months? Okay? So, yun siguro yung mga possible na questions along predictive analytics. And there are also various tools na ginagamit dyan, yung mga linear regression, time series analysis, data mining, and simulation. Okay. So we have to note that while predictive analytics answer the questions of what's next, the question what should we do about it often falls under the realm of prescriptive analytics. So yun yung susunod na or last types of or scope of business analytics. Yung prescriptive, from predictive to prescriptive analytics. So ito naman, it provides specific recommendations for how to handle potential future scenarios. It goes beyond descriptive analytics, which focuses on what has happened, and predictive analytics, which focuses on what is likely to happen by suggesting the best course of action to achieve desired outcomes. Yan, nandiyan na. I-incorporate na niya yung mga descriptive and predictive analytics to, meron ka na yung understand mo na, okay? Nakapag-predict ka na. So, therefore, it combines now these two forms of analysis to make informed recommendations. Okay? And also, itong prescriptive analytics relies on complex mathematical models, optimization algorithms, and simulations to evaluate multiple possible actions and their potential outcomes. So, it seeks the most favorable solution among various options. So, ayan, nagpo-provide din siya ng mga actionable recommendations. Okay, yun yung ginagawa niya, no? Yung predictive, it offers insights and forecasts, no? Yung predictive, descriptive. Pero itong prescriptive provides now actionable recommendations, and these recommendations guide decision makers on specific steps to take in response to different scenarios. Okay? So, in essence, prescriptive analytics empowers decision makers with data-driven recommendations to optimize their actions and make choices that align with their goals and objectives. So, gumagamit siya ng mga advanced mathematical techniques and algorithms to explore numerous decision pathways, helping organizations make decisions that can lead to favorable results and better overall performance. Okay? So, yan yung mga sample questions. Okay. Alright. So, always remember, no, na ang prescriptive analytics recommend actions based on analysis of data. Okay. Diba, ang descriptive tells us what happened. Diagnostic tell us why it happened. Predictive analytics forecast what might happen. Pero etong prescriptive, it suggests ways to handle future scenarios. So meron siyang mga different tools na ginagamit dyan. We have optimization models, simulation optimization, decision analysis, and even the use of utility theory. So, basically in the realm of prescriptive analytics, the goal is to provide actionable recommendations. Okay, so yung mga tools na ilagay dyan, pwedeng gamitin yan to evaluate various strategies or action, then select the ones that's most likely to achieve desired outcome. Okay. And ito, meron pa tayong example pala ng prescriptive analytics in HRM. Okay. So, yung mga examples natin dyan, nakalagay dyan, are considered prescriptive analytics because they involve the use of data, analytics techniques, and modeling to offer actionable recommendations that guide organizations in making informed decisions to achieve yung mga desired HR outcomes. So, pwedeng gamitin ng HR yung prescriptive analytics to optimize yung kanilang mga HR strategies and practices for better results and outcomes. Okay? So, yung mga question na nandito are considered prescriptive analytics because they involve using data and advanced analytics techniques to recommend specific actions or strategies that organizations should take to achieve desired HR outcomes. Okay? So makikita mo dyan yung mga recommendation of strategies, optimizing HR decisions, utilizing advanced analytics technique, addressing specific HR challenges, and of course, yung data-driven decision making. Okay? So, alright, balik ulit tayo dito sa diagram na to. So in summary, while descriptive and diagnostic analytics focus on past data and understanding historical events, yung predictive and prescriptive analytics naman are forward-looking aiming to forecast and influence future outcomes. Okay? Makikita mo rin dito yung transition from basic reporting to a more complex decision-making tools, yung prescriptive analytics. And there's a progression from information to optimization, which represents a journey from understanding basic facts to making informed decisions for the future. Okay? Kasi pag sinasabi natin na information, di ba it's all about collecting and storing data without drawing any conclusions from it. Pag sinasabi naman natin ng optimization, so it's about recommending specific actions to achieve the best possible outcomes. Meron din yung mga word na hindsight, insight, and foresight. Pag sinasabi natin kasing hindsight refers to looking backward and understanding the past. Kaya ito yung realm ng descriptive analytics. Pag insight naman, this looks into the reasons behind past events. So it's primarily the domain of diagnostic analytics. Pag foresight naman, this is about predicting the future that calls predictive analytics. And of course, pag pinagsama-sama yung tatlo na yan, ginagamit yan para makapag prescribe ngayon ng proper actions na pwede nang gamitin ng mga managers, okay, to improve yung kanilang business operations. Okay? And also makikita mo dyan yung level of complexity. Okay? Pag descriptive analytics, mababa yung kanyang complexity. Saka yung value niya, it provides the foundational understanding of historical data. Okay? So, ang limitation ng descriptive analytics is backward-looking and doesn't offer insights into why things happen or how to influence future outcomes. Ang diagnostic analytics naman, ang complexity niya is moderate. Yung kanyang value, it goes beyond mere observation to provide reasons for past performance. So, yung understanding na yan can help businesses avoid past mistakes or replicate success. Pero yung nga, ang limitation pa rin yan is focuses on past data and doesn't provide future predictions. Sa predictive analytics naman, mataas yung kanyang complexity. Yung kanyang value is forecast future events, allowing businesses to prepare and strategize accordingly. Okay? Ang limitation lang naman nito is it's still based on historical data and inherent assumptions. So the accuracy of predictions can vary and unforeseen external factors can influence outcomes. And then prescriptive analytics, very high yung kanyang complexity and mas mataas yung value na pinaprovide niya sa organization because it provides actionable recommendations to achieve desired outcomes. Okay? So this is a proactive approach that can lead to optimized decision-making process, maximizing benefits, and minimizing risks. Ang issue lang dito sa prescriptive analytics is it requires sophisticated models and algorithms, and effectiveness of recommendations can still be influenced by external factors. So in summary, as you move up the pyramid, tumaas ka dito, data complexity increases, requiring more sophisticated tools and expertise. And yung potential value din niya also increases as insights become more forward-looking and actionable. And yung decision making, it evolves from reactive, ibig sabihin based on the past, to proactive, influencing future outcomes. But you have to note that each level of analytics builds upon the previous one. So a solid foundation in descriptive analytics is essential before moving to diagnostic analytics, to predictive analytics, to prescriptive analytics. So each level has its own value, and the most effective analytic strategies often incorporate insights from all levels. So what is the connection now of this business analytics to executive information system? So EIS are specialized information systems designed to support senior executive and decision maker in strategic decision making process. Di ba? So titignan natin ngayon dito yung connection ngayon ng EIS dito sa apat na scope ng business analytics. Okay. So yan, nakalagay na dyan. Hindi ko na i-explain ito thoroughly. Alright, but in essence ngayon, makikita natin dito na ang descriptive at saka diagnostic analytics provides executives with a clear understanding of the past events and their causes, yeah, allowing for reflection and learning from historical data. And yung predictive at saka prescriptive analytics empower executives to look forward, anticipate challenges, and seize opportunities, guiding the organization's strategic direction. Okay? So, pag pinag-connect mo lahat yung apat na yan, executives are now equipped with a comprehensive 360-degree view of their organization, enabling them to lead with confidence, foresight, and agility. So that's our discussion on executive information system.